I had been dating Emily for 5 years, and in my mind, we were a solid couple. We lived together, split bills, shared a dog, and even talked about marriage a few times. So when she invited me to her company's annual holiday party, I thought it would be another step towards solidifying our future. I pictured her proudly introducing me as her boyfriend, maybe even as the man she wanted to spend her life with. Instead, I got blindsided. The night started off great. Emily looked stunning in a black dress, and as we walked into the fancy hotel ballroom, she squeezed my hand. "Just relax and enjoy yourself," she said with a smile. I assumed she wanted me to feel comfortable since I didn't know anyone there. But then it happened. She led me over to a group of her coworkers, all dressed in suits and cocktail dresses. She laughed, made small talk, and then casually said, "Oh, and this is Alex, my roommate." Roommate. The word hit me like a punch to the gut. I froze, thinking I must have misheard. Roommate? After 5 years together? After sharing a bed every night, planning vacations, and even talking about buying a house one day, roommate was all I was to her? I forced a polite smile, but inside my stomach twisted. Her coworkers greeted me with the shallow politeness reserved for someone insignificant. I shook hands, nodded, and tried not to let my anger show. When we finally stepped away, I pulled Emily aside. "Roommate? Really? That's what I am to you," I whispered, trying to keep my voice calm. Her face turned red. "Alex, please. Don't make a scene," she hissed. "It's just easier this way. Work events are complicated, and I don't want to deal with all the questions." "Questions like what?" I demanded. She sighed. "You wouldn't understand. Just go with it, okay?" Then she walked off to mingle with another group, leaving me standing there like an outsider at my own girlfriend's party. The rest of the evening was torture. Every introduction was the same. Roommate. Sometimes she didn't even bother to introduce me at all. I watched as she laughed with male coworkers, accepting drinks and lingering a little too close. Something inside me shifted. This wasn't just about a label, something was off. When we got home, the silence between us was deafening. I tried to bring it up again, but she brushed me off. "You're overreacting," she said flatly, heading straight to bed. But I couldn't shake the feeling that she was hiding something. So I started paying attention. Over the next few weeks, I noticed things I had ignored before. She was texting late at night and hiding her phone screen. She started working late more often. And she grew distant, no longer as affectionate as she used to be. One night, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the nightstand. Normally, I respected her privacy, but my gut screamed at me to look. Against my better judgment, I picked it up. There it was. A string of messages with someone saved under the name, Chris, work. But the texts weren't about work. "Can't wait to see you again. Last night was amazing. Don't worry, he just thinks you're my roommate. Soon, we won't have to sneak around anymore." My chest tightened. My hands shook. 5 years together, and she was calling me her roommate. Because she was having an affair with her coworker. When she came out of the shower, I confronted her. "So, Chris from work, huh? How long has that been going on?" Her face went pale, and she tried to grab her phone from my hand. "Alex, it's not what you think." "Oh, really?" I snapped. "Because it looks exactly like what I think. You've been cheating on me, and you've been using the roommate excuse to cover it up." She stammered, searching for words. "I didn't mean for it to happen. I felt like something was missing between us." "Missing?" I laughed bitterly. "We built a life together. We talked about marriage. And all this time, you've been lying to me." For once, she had no defense. I packed a bag that night and left. She begged me to stay, promised she'd end things with Chris, swore it was just a mistake. But I couldn't do it. Trust, once shattered, doesn't come back easily, especially not after betrayal that deep. A week later, I found out through a mutual friend that she had already brought Chris over to our apartment. The same apartment where we had celebrated anniversaries, decorated a Christmas tree, and planned our future. It was like I had been erased, replaced with someone new. But here's the twist she didn't see coming. When we first moved in together, I was the one who had signed the lease and paid the security deposit. Her name wasn't on anything. So when I called the landlord and explained the situation, it didn't take much to have her removed from the apartment. The next time she came home with Chris, she found her stuff boxed up in the hallway and the locks changed. I didn't even need to be there. I let reality deliver the message for me. She tried blowing up my phone, accusing me of being petty and heartless. But I ignored her. If I was just a roommate to her, then she was just a mistake I finally corrected. And as for me, I took the dog, kept the apartment, and started focusing on myself again. It hurt, but it also felt like freedom. Sometimes life hands you painful truths wrapped in ugly disguises. And sometimes, being introduced as a roommate is the best warning you could ever get.